That note, that very interesting note by Hibak Said, we would like to shift gears to the conversation on Insight tonight. And arguably the biggest news of the day is the State of the Nation address. And this is something that a lot of people have been looking at. A lot of our coverage has been focused on this particular day. And we wanted to give you first the information and give you some time to digest it. And then later on, we would request you to send in your views and reviews on this subject as well. But now, here to help us understand this a lot better and maybe see it from a different perspective is Dr. Moses Mwangi. He is a pharmacist by profession. He is also somebody who's very passionate about governance. He's also been heavily involved in politics in his home county of Murang'a, I believe. And for some people in Murang'a, he was their choice for governor. And we have him here tonight to help us put a different perspective on things. Karibu sana, Daktari.
Thank you very, very much, and good evening.
Good evening to you.
Yes.
Did you have a good day today?
Excellent. Had a good day. A mix of work and following the matters of the nation.
Oh, yes.
Because indeed, this is one day in a year.
Indeed.
So I had a good day.
Yes.
And a good evening.
And a good evening.
Yes.
Brilliant. Hopefully it becomes a good night as well. Now, Daktari, the last 2 days have been very, very interesting. Make that last 3 days have been very interesting for Kenyans who are watching and, people who are plugged into what's happening in the country. Number one, we've got reports of floods everywhere in the country. We were just talking about how much of a blessing rain is, and sometimes a blessing comes with the other side of the coin. We've seen that. We've also seen very interesting details emerge from the impeachment proceedings of Meru Governor Kawira Mwangaza, including some interesting comments by one of the MPs from that area. And off the back of that, we now have the State of the Nation address. There's quite a lot to digest, don't you think?
A lot indeed. If we can start with the rains.
Yes, please.
First of all, this is what we call the short rain season. But the meteorologists are telling us to brace for a longer than usual season,
right,
where we'll have more rain than usual. For those of us who come from the mountain, Mount Kenya region for that matter, we are smiling because our cows now have napier grass.
Right.
And if you listen to the birds, they are singing good praises to the Lord. So we are looking at a situation where food security is improving thanks to we had a good long rain season. Now
the short rains.
Obviously the difficulty we have as a country, and indeed because we, in the president's speech, agriculture seems to be at the center of it.
Yes, indeed. It was very prominent.
That, he talks about fertilizer, he talks about, and it's good. But we have rain in northeastern Kenya, a place where they rarely receive rain.
Right.
Now we have excess of it.
We've got floods everywhere
and it's
now.
Sweeping and killing people.
Yes.
Just imagine.
Over 14 people dead so far.
Just imagine if, as a country, we would focus and say, this water will not go to waste. There is a way in which we could harness this water and turn around the economy of the nation, and especially the northeastern region.
Now, on that point, I have a question for you. You're keen on governance. Part of governance is foresight and early warning, and then preparation, and then execution. From where you sit, with the issue that you just pointed out, do you think we're ready, we plan for this? Do you think we're ready to take advantage of what you called blessings that have come?
You see, there has been a lot of talk about El Nino and preparedness, and even money that has apparently been voted and set aside. But then when you come and see what has just happened in Madeira, in the northern region, what reaction do you see? Maybe now we are preparing to go and give people food.
Right.
Because they're displaced. But in terms of preparedness to to deal with, to harvest this water, in terms of preparedness, to quickly move in there, I think we are very far in terms of what we could do. Because, it goes about, the way you prepare for war.
Yes.
You simulate war.
Right.
You see, the British people are here in Nanyuki simulating war.
Yeah.
And you plan so that when the real situation comes. So basically, looking at what the rains have done, which is a blessing. But now other people are crying, you also see flooding down the
River Tana, River Athi. Yes.
You see people saying serikali.
Yes.
So then turning to Meru.
Yes, about that now. What was your take on how, first of all, that this is the second time there's an impeachment, and secondly,